Well, my Dominion Energy representative is leaving. She just came up here and flagged the line. We are gonna have power cut through here in the next couple of weeks, which is just awesome. You can probably tell by the smile on my face. Things are starting to move in the direction we need them to go. We've run into a couple sticking points recently, but we're working through them. Got some issues with just inspections, trying to line things up and meeting deadlines, but those little blowing flags are some of the prettiest things I've seen in a long time.
I don't know. I think you should put this down.
Well, even if you put it down, you're still not snatching it out of there.
Okay.
You gotta unfasten it from the other one.
No, I just thought, oh, it's just, okay.
You got it?
Yeah, now I have it. Okay, where would you like this?
You're putting them in, so I would stage them one on one side, one on the other. They're going across the hill. Welcome back to BreakHeartOrchard. We have a lot to do today. We're pushing on noon, actually, unfortunately. Had to work this morning. We have 230 feet of pipe we have to put in that's going to take from the entryway to the house to the well. We need to drill in and put in the pitless adapter. We're going to cut the line, put a T connector in, run a yard hydrant down to here, and we've got another 2 yard hydrants we're going to be installing along the way. That's a lot. If I can manage to do all of that this weekend, that's a lot.
That'd be awesome.
So, in addition, we have to do a test on our septic. We have a 2-stage septic, so we have a electric pump that pushes air through the 2nd stage, and we have to do a test on that in order to satisfy everything for our permit.
You're gonna do that this weekend? Oh, we're gonna do that this weekend.
We're going to do that this weekend. So, we're gonna jump on it. Come on.
Okay.
While I'm over on the other side, working on the pump, getting it ready, Jafana is gonna be here working on laying out this conduit and gluing it together. You got your piece ready? Yeah. Okay. And you just need one quick wrap around it and you're good. That should be plenty. And then push it on and hold it. There you go. Hold it for 10 seconds, you should be good to go to move on to the next one.
Okay.
She's fast. That's real good. I'm not even halfway finished with what I was doing. Well, it's running. I've got it plugged in. You can hear that it's running. And you can hear the bubbling water inside of it. I went ahead and sent the video over to the guy who designed it so he can tell me if that's good enough. If not, then I'll unscrew the top of it, open it up, and get video of it bubbling inside there. So that's a coupler. It wasn't a larger piece of pipe. So you got two pieces, but same thing you were putting on these. The fat piece is the coupler. So it's got about, I don't know, 4 feet of pipe, then a coupler, and then like another 4-foot section. So I'm drilling below the coupler. That way I don't have to worry about frost line. It'll be low enough. I'll be going in at like at least 3 feet down. Supposed to seal it, and probably holds in there pretty good. We're not running anything through it, so I don't really need to worry about it being airtight or watertight. I'm just trying to get it to go in as well as possible, and then I want it to stay there.
What do you mean we're not running anything through it?
This is a tool. We're making a tool.
Oh, okay.
We've got the well dug out up there. We've got everything set up for it, except my hole drilling kit, that's back at the house. Apparently when we were moving in and putting new doorknobs on, I needed to make the hole a little bit bigger, and I left the hole drilling kit there. So the sun's going down, it's starting to get chilly. We got another hour to work at least. We're gonna try and get as much prep work done so when we come in here tomorrow, we can hit it hard. Because we got a couple of tools we forgot to bring with us today. That happens. Unfortunately, I forgot, yes. It happens more than I wish it did. We are using the Woodford Iowa Y34, which is pretty much considered the standard by which all other yard hydrants are measured. It's the one that if you've ever been to a farm, you've probably seen one of them. It was probably 50 or 60 years old and still worked like a charm. I'm going to get this crazy stuff on here, and hopefully not all over me this time.
And we know we're ready to do that.
Yeah, we're ready to do this because all we're doing is getting this prepared so that tomorrow when we come in here, this is already done. We don't have to fight it.
Why doesn't it come with that?
This one's going into a 1 inch. So this is a 3/4 inch to 1 inch. That's one reason. Because this is a 3/4 inch pipe that it's going into.
200 wrench.
Yeah. There we go. That should never leak.
So does it matter which way it's going? Like that is pointing? Is it pointing the right way?
That's a good observation.
You're
gonna have one that's pointed toward the front of the house over on that side, right?
Right.
All right, we'll use this one for that.
Okay.
We still had some daylight left, so we decided to dig the trench on the side of the house. While we were playing in the dirt, Paula wanted to play with the ball. Not as easy as I thought it was going to be to pull this thing out. Stick.
That was not graceful.
No, that was not graceful. All right, I'm at about 5.5 feet, somewhere around there, a little bit more than 5 feet. I'm going into the casing right there where I've got the little X drawn. This is a 10-inch pipe. It's a coupler. These two pieces meet right here in the middle. So it's a good foot down from the end. So, and I know I've got plenty of space because I measured it yesterday. Pipe that I'm going to hold the pitless adapter will reach. And so I'm going to put it in right here. Well, no, should be good. Well,
does that piece of plastic go out into the well?
What piece of plastic are you asking about now?
The one you're cutting.
This?
Yeah, it's going to come into the...
That is the casing of the well. What's your question?
Through that wall, and then you're punching out a piece of plastic.
The plastic should probably be stuck on this.
Okay.
But the plastic filings will go down in the well. There's nothing I can do about that. Well, there we go. I should have brought the little adapter. There we go. That was quick. I'm gonna hand this up to you, sugar. There we go. I'm gonna pick as much of this plastic out of here as I can. Hand me that piece of red sandpaper there. I'm just gonna get the burrs off. Thank you. That fits through. It goes up against it there. Pulls it tight against it. Excellent. That makes me a little nervous just how easy that comes off of there. About lowering that thing down in there and having something go wrong and having it drop down in. I know there's looks like there's a place for a string. I don't know if I have any string, but I'm gonna find out. First thing we're gonna do is put this dead-headed end into, and it says up, and it gives you an idea which way it's supposed to go, but when it pull it, you want it to come apart like that. So that goes on the bottom of this tool, and this tool is just 6 foot of iron pipe that we put together last night, and that's just to be able to reach down to the hole in the side and install the pitless adapter. I said it's dead-headed, that means there's no outlet to it. That one is where the well pipe comes up and the water goes out that way. Got about 3 rotations on there, so that's nice. And then the second thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this thin piece of cable through it. You don't tie it, you just loop it through and take it all the way to the handle. You fasten it up at the handle so that you can pull it out when you're done.
Javana lowers the pitless adapter down into the wellhead, inserts the threaded part through the hole that I drilled, and I put the gasket, the bracket, and the retaining nut on it.
All right. See, I dug the hole out enough, hoping that I had enough space here to turn this once I got it in here. Probably should have dug it out a little bit more.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
You were ready to fight me for digging it wide.
Waste of time.
It's not a waste of time. It's not big enough. The next thing to do is to pull that out. So
My filming at this point leaves a little bit to be desired. The correct procedure at this point is to pull that string out that was tied into the top of the pitless adapter, and then pull straight up on the tool, which will take the top piece of the pitless adapter out. That is to be attached to the pump line that goes down the well. I made a mistake and unscrewed it, left that top piece down there. Fortunately, it did not fall off and drop to the bottom of the well.
I don't know if it'll work. I don't know how. I'm dim. I'm not.
I always feel like, oh my god, I'm always waiting for that shoe to drop.
I just dropped it.
Gosh. Well, now it can really fall down to the bottom.
Yes.
Oh my god.
I mean,
like,
technically, yes.
So much for the whole string.
Well, the string holds the other piece from falling to the bottom, not this piece.
Oh my god.
I can't get it all right all the time.
There's usually something that happens when you do something. Every time. It's
You got
like
the little red cat?
other shoe is going to drop. It's going to be like...
It's all good, sugar. It's all good.
There's always an oh shit moment.
Trust me. I'm a professional. Not at this, but it's something. So this is the piece that slides into the pitless adapter, screws in there, and this barbed end goes onto the pipe that is going to carry our water from the house. It is on there tight, really tight. So that shouldn't leak or come off or anything like that. Using these same cutters that I've been doing all the house plumbing with. I'm going to cut it right here. I have to heat this pipe up, and basically you heat it until it becomes a little bit shiny, and then you stick it on here and you fasten it with two stainless steel, I don't know what you call these things, little brackets. These two stainless steel brackets. So the first thing I want to do is get myself in a position where I can actually pull this onto here once I've got it hot. Because once it gets hot, it's going to get soft. You don't want to put the flame on the plastic. You want to put the heat on the plastic, so don't get crazy with the heat. All right, I think that's enough. Let's find out. There we go, all the way on. Now, I'm going to, ooh, that's hot. Okay. That's a shocker, isn't it? There we go. Yes, plenty snug on both of them.
Still hot?
Still hot. Saw that, didn't you?
Yeah.
Giovanna supported the pipe while I filled the first few feet underneath of it by hand to make sure that it's properly bedded so it doesn't kink or bend.
It's amazing to me that all the house water comes from that little hole. So does water just sit in the pipe until you use it?
The water starts here at 53 feet down. The well goes down 210 feet. So you've got about 150, 160 feet of well of water in the pipe that you draw off of.
And it just sits there.
It sits there, and then the well produces a certain amount of water per minute to refresh that. So if you're drawing off of it, using that water up, you want it to be able to produce enough to keep up with your supply. So you have to gauge the size of your pump for the distance is going to go down, but also the gallons per minute of your pump can't exceed what your well is able to produce and replenish based on how much headwater it has. we have a 17 gallon per minute pump. We should never use that, but this well produces 30 gallons a minute.
My daughter comes home to wash her hair.
Yeah. Well, we should be able to run 2 showers at the same time, never notice it. Can you stomp that soil down a little bit right there so that I can make sure?
Satisfied with the way that the main line is connected into the well, we need to tap into it and connect the yard hydrants.
There we go. Beneath the surface, that's what she wanted.
And it's working.
Well, it's kind of working. Well, don't blow myself up.
It's there, isn't it?
Almost. You think I'm funny?
I wish I had that on camera, but I don't think I do.
Alright, that's in. That was some crazy, stupid.
So what's the answer? Heat it a little bit more?
Yeah, should have been heated a little bit more, but it's okay.
Did you get the rings?
What's that?
You need the rings on there.
Good idea. Push.
I'm pushing.
There you go. You got it. Good job.
You.
Okay. I just want to see what's going on good here. There we go. I should probably soften it up more next time. What do you think?
I was just thinking, oh my gosh, if this doesn't work, you can't bang it on there.
No, I would just cut it off and then slice the thing off. Yeah, start over. So I want it to be so that this comes right out this slot that I cut. see that thing?
Do you want a sweatshirt?
Alright. That's below the surface.
We fastened the hydrant to the T-post with 5 industrial zip ties. We're going to follow that up with a couple of steel hose clamps before we bury it.
There we go. Here.
What am I doing?
I don't know. We gotta clean all of that. I know that.
Was that a day?
I think that's gonna be everything for today. That's all we got. The sun's almost gone.
Okay.
It is a little bit after 5, so. Well, we had big goals for the weekend. We thought we were gonna get 3 of those yard hydrants in. We did tear the heck out of the yard though. I am pretty proud of that. So I've got to come back up here, bury all this, and get that last one in place before they come to put in the power, because they need to trench straight across there where I've created a whole bunch of stuff. So thanks for watching. We didn't get everything we wanted done this weekend, but we got a lot of work in. I'll be back soon to put all this dirt back in the holes. Y'all come on back and check us out again at BreakHeartOrchard. We'll be here.
Good night.
Where's your ball at? Huh? Where is it? Where'd you put it? Where is it? Is it in the pit? Did you drop it in there? Where is it? And we are using the Woodford Iowa Y34, which is pretty much considered the Cadillac of yard. Let me try this again. Woodford Iowa 34. Damn it, I screwed that up. Which is pretty much the Cadillac of yard. God. You know, hold on. We turn and go from the side. Make a lot more sense. It's you. I love you. I might be a little bit of a fighter today. It's possible.